Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Termination and Severance Guidelines. Termination and severance guidelines are critical components of employee relations and workplace policies. Understanding these guidelines is essential for HR professionals, particularly those aiming to master the PHRca Certification Professional in HR, California. In California, termination and severance are governed by specific legal requirements that ensure fair treatment of employees while also protecting the interests of employers. Termination in California is generally categorized as either voluntary or involuntary. Voluntary termination occurs when an employee decides to leave the organization, whereas involuntary termination happens when the employer decides to end the employment relationship. Involuntary termination can further be divided into two types: for cause and without cause. Termination for cause typically involves reasons such as misconduct, poor performance, or violation of company policies. Termination without cause, on the other hand, does not require the employer to provide a specific reason for the termination. California is an at-will employment state, meaning that either the employer or the employee can terminate the employment relationship at any time, with or without cause or notice, as long as it does not violate any statutory protections or contractual agreements. While this grants employers significant flexibility, it also imposes certain legal obligations to prevent wrongful termination. Wrongful termination occurs when an employee is fired in violation of federal or state laws, such as anti-discrimination statutes, or in breach of an employment contract. One critical aspect of termination in California is compliance with the Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act. The Federal WARN Act requires employers with 100 or more employees to provide 60 days' notice in advance of plant closings and mass layoffs. California has its own version of the WARN Act, which applies to employers with 75 or more employees and also requires 60 days' notice. Failure to comply with WARN requirements can result in significant financial penalties and liability for back pay and benefits for the affected employees. Severance pay is another important consideration in termination practices. Unlike some states, California does not mandate severance pay unless it is stipulated in an employment contract or a collective bargaining agreement. However, many employers offer severance packages to mitigate the impact of job loss on employees and to reduce the risk of litigation. Severance packages typically include a lump sum payment or continued salary for a specified period, along with additional benefits such as extended health insurance coverage, outplacement services, and counseling. When offering severance packages, employers must ensure that the terms comply with the Older Workers Benefit Protection Act, which is part of the Age Discrimination in Employment Act. The OWBPA requires that employees aged 40 and above receive specific information about the severance agreement, including the right to consult with an attorney and a 21-day consideration period. Additionally, employees must be given a 7-day revocation period after signing the agreement. A well-structured termination and severance policy can help employers navigate the complexities of employee separations while minimizing legal risks. Such policies should outline the procedures for conducting terminations, including the documentation required, the roles and responsibilities of HR and management, and the communication process. Clear and consistent application of these procedures is crucial to ensure fairness and avoid claims of discrimination or retaliation. Statistics highlight the significance of properly managed terminations and severances. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, in 2020, the average tenure of employees in the United States was 4.1 years. This statistic underscores the frequency of employee turnover and the importance of having robust termination and severance policies in place. Moreover, a survey conducted by the Society for Human Resource Management revealed that nearly 60% of organizations offer some form of severance pay to employees. This indicates a widespread recognition of the value of severance packages in maintaining positive employee relations and protecting the employer's reputation. Examples of best practices in termination and severance policies include providing comprehensive training for managers on how to conduct terminations with empathy and professionalism. Training should emphasize the importance of clear communication, maintaining confidentiality, and treating the departing employee with respect. Additionally, it is advisable to conduct exit interviews to gather feedback from departing employees, which can provide valuable insights for improving workplace policies and practices. Another best practice is to involve legal counsel in the development and review of termination and severance policies. Legal experts can ensure that the policies comply with federal and state laws and help identify potential legal risks. Regular audits of the policies can also help identify areas for improvement and ensure ongoing compliance with evolving legal requirements. In conclusion, termination and severance guidelines are fundamental components of employee relations and workplace policies, particularly in the context of mastering PHRca Certification Professional in HR, California. Employers must navigate the complexities of termination laws, including the at-will employment doctrine, WARN Act requirements, and protections against wrongful termination. Offering fair and compliant severance packages can mitigate the impact of job loss on employees and reduce the risk of litigation. By implementing best practices, such as comprehensive training for managers, involving legal counsel, and conducting exit interviews, employers can ensure that their termination and severance policies promote fairness, compliance, and positive employee relations. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.